5 signs. When masturbating warns you are losing testosterone at age 60. Senior health. Do you often feel drained after masturbation? Or maybe that spark just isn't what it used to be. Don't ignore it. That lingering fatigue or lack of satisfaction might be your body's quiet warning that your testosterone levels are dropping. A serious shift that can affect your energy, heart health, and sense of masculinity. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 clear signs that your testosterone is declining and how these signs show up specifically during or after masturbation. Sign number 4 is the one most men overlook until it's too late. Make sure you watch until the end, because just one small change could help you reclaim your strength, confidence, and vitality, even after 60 or 70. Number 1, important warning. After age 60, your body doesn't respond the way it used to, especially when it comes to testosterone. This key hormone is responsible for energy, sexual function, muscle mass, and even mood stability. While it's normal for testosterone to decline with age, many men don't realize that how they masturbate can reveal early signs of this hormonal drop. That's the hidden danger. You may think it's just fatigue or age catching up to you, but your body could be sending warnings you're ignoring. Masturbation itself isn't harmful. In fact, when done properly, it can be healthy. But when certain changes start to appear, slower arousal, weaker climax, reduced sensitivity, or longer recovery time, these are not just random side effects. They're signals that your testosterone may be falling below optimal levels. And if left unchecked, that decline can lead to more serious health issues. Erectile dysfunction, low motivation, weight gain, even heart problems. The bigger issue is that most men chalk it up to just getting older. They accept it, live with it, and never seek answers. That's the real risk, because testosterone doesn't just drop overnight. It fades slowly, and masturbation can become the mirror that reflects what's happening inside. The difference between catching it early or too late could be the difference between restoring your vitality or losing it for good. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 warning signs tied directly to how your body responds to masturbation. Each sign is subtle, but when you know what to look for, they're easy to spot. And more importantly, they're not permanent. You can take action. From adjusting habits and improving diet to seeking medical guidance, there are real steps to help rebalance your hormones and restore your strength. So don't wait for things to get worse. Don't assume this is just a part of aging you have to live with. The truth is, testosterone decline is manageable if you recognize the signs early. And today, we're going to help you do exactly that. Watch closely. The 4th sign might be the most important one, and it's also the one most men overlook until it's too late. Number 2, takes a long time to reach orgasm. One of the first and most overlooked signs of low testosterone in men over 60 is taking longer to reach orgasm during masturbation. This isn't just about age, it's about a shift happening inside your body, specifically your hormonal balance. Testosterone plays a major role in sexual arousal and response. When levels begin to drop, your body takes longer to become fully stimulated. What used to be quick and natural now feels delayed or forced. If you find yourself needing more time, more effort, or more intense stimulation just to finish, that's a red flag. Your nervous system is no longer responding as efficiently to sexual cues. It's not about technique, it's about biology. Low testosterone reduces the sensitivity of the nerves involved in sexual pleasure. That's why it takes longer to build up enough tension for release, and why climax feels weaker or incomplete when it finally happens. Many men ignore this or think it's just a result of aging, but it's not. It's a physiological sign that something is changing, and the longer you dismiss it, the worse it can get. Over time, this delay can affect your confidence. You may feel frustrated, disconnected, or even question your masculinity. That emotional impact only makes things worse. Stress, anxiety, and self-doubt can all further suppress your body's natural hormone production. This delay in orgasm is also often linked to poor circulation. Testosterone helps regulate blood flow to the pelvic region. When levels are low, blood flow weakens, making arousal and climax slower and less satisfying. If you notice this happening consistently, not just after a long day or a poor night's sleep, take it seriously. Your body is giving you useful information. Addressing the issue early is key. A simple blood test can confirm your hormone levels. With the right lifestyle adjustments, such as better sleep, resistance training, more zinc and vitamin D in your diet, you can support natural testosterone production. In some cases, medical treatment may be necessary. Either way, awareness is the first step. The truth is, you don't have to settle for this slow decline. Taking longer to orgasm isn't just inconvenient, it's a warning. The sooner you respond, the better chance you have of reversing the trend and maintaining your sexual health. Don't wait for it to get worse. Your body is speaking. Are you listening? Number 3, orgasms are less intense. Another clear sign of declining testosterone in men over 60 is that orgasms begin to feel noticeably less intense. What once felt powerful, full-bodied, and satisfying may now feel dull, muted, or underwhelming. You may still reach climax, but the sensation doesn't hit with the same energy or release. This isn't just about aging. It's your body signaling a hormonal imbalance, particularly a drop in testosterone. Testosterone isn't just about libido. It affects every part of the sexual experience, including the quality of orgasm. When levels are healthy, your nervous system, blood flow, and pelvic muscles work in sync to produce a strong, satisfying climax. But as testosterone drops, that system weakens. Nerve sensitivity dulls, blood vessels don't dilate as efficiently, and pelvic muscle contractions become weaker and less coordinated. Men often notice that while they still ejaculate, the sensation is flatter, shorter, and leaves them feeling unsatisfied. This lack of intensity is not a mental issue, it's a physical one. The climax response is heavily driven by the release of neurotransmitters and hormones, many of which are regulated or influenced by testosterone. When testosterone drops, the entire pleasure circuit becomes less responsive. Over time, this reduced intensity can create emotional effects as well. Many men feel frustrated, confused, or even embarrassed. They may wonder if something is wrong with them or if they're losing their manhood. This quiet stress creates a feedback loop. Anxiety and worry further weaken the body's ability to relax, receive pleasure, and respond fully during climax. It's also important to recognize that a weaker orgasm can sometimes point to poor pelvic floor function or decreased circulation, both of which are linked to testosterone. The reduced muscle contraction in that region doesn't just affect sensation, it also impacts overall reproductive health and urinary control. That's why this sign should never be ignored. The good news is that this issue is reversible in many cases. With hormone testing, lifestyle improvements, and focused pelvic floor exercises, men can often restore both the strength and satisfaction of orgasm. Supplements, stress reduction, strength training, and improved sleep can also make a real difference in hormone regulation. If you've noticed your orgasms feel less powerful than they used to, don't ignore it or write it off as just getting old. Your body is telling you something. The sooner you listen, the sooner you can take back control of your energy, masculinity, and sexual vitality. Number 4, long-lasting fatigue after each masturbation. Feeling unusually tired or drained after masturbation is not something you should ignore, especially if you're over 60. While it's normal to feel a slight sense of relaxation afterward, persistent fatigue that lingers well beyond the moment can be a strong indicator that your testosterone levels are dropping. This isn't just about needing a nap or being a little tired. It's about your body struggling to recover from an activity that once felt effortless. Testosterone plays a vital role in energy production, muscle recovery, and metabolic function. When levels are low, the body requires more effort to complete the same physical or sexual activity, and it takes longer to bounce back. What used to be a private moment of relief and satisfaction can now leave you feeling like you just ran a mile, or worse, completely wiped out. This ongoing exhaustion after climax is a clear warning sign that your body is not hormonally supported like it used to be. Many men brush this off and blame it on aging, poor sleep, or even dehydration. While those factors might contribute, Repeated fatigue, specifically after masturbation, is often a symptom of deeper hormonal imbalance. Your nervous system and cardiovascular system are already working harder with age. When testosterone is low, the added strain of orgasm, elevated heart rate, muscle tension, and hormonal release can overwhelm your system instead of recharging it. Some men also report needing to lie down immediately after, feeling dizzy, mentally foggy, or even mildly depressed. These symptoms may be subtle at first but become more noticeable over time. What's happening is a combination of poor hormonal recovery and reduced efficiency in the body's ability to regulate energy. Low testosterone affects mitochondrial function, meaning your cells literally struggle to produce energy after physical exertion. Another layer to this is adrenal fatigue. When testosterone is low, your body compensates by increasing cortisol, your stress hormone. The result is a crash, a wave of post-activity exhaustion that's hard to shake. And if this happens repeatedly, it leads to chronic low energy, poor sleep, mood swings, and even weakened immunity. The solution starts with awareness. This is not just about being tired. It's about your body lacking the fuel it once had. With proper hormone testing, lifestyle shifts, and possibly testosterone support under medical guidance, this cycle can be broken. Don't ignore this kind of fatigue. Your body is asking for help, and the sooner you respond, the sooner you reclaim your strength. Number 5. No longer have regular desire like before. A noticeable decline in regular sexual desire is one of the most telling signs that your testosterone levels are dropping. If you're over 60 and find that your interest in sex, or even solo intimacy, has become irregular, weaker, or almost non-existent, that's not something to ignore. It's not just aging, it's a hormonal signal that your body is no longer producing the same drive that once came naturally. Testosterone is the foundation of male libido. It regulates not only physical desire, but also mental arousal, fantasies, and your body's readiness to engage in sexual activity. When levels fall, the engine of desire starts to slow down. You might go days or even weeks without feeling any sexual interest, even in situations where you once would have felt naturally stimulated. For some men, the desire is replaced with indifference. For others, there's an emotional disconnect. They want to feel something, but just don't. This doesn't happen overnight. At first, you may notice you're no longer waking up with morning erections. Then you might start skipping days without even thinking about sex. Eventually, you find yourself needing visual stimulation, more effort, or even avoiding the act altogether, not because of time or stress, but because the spark just isn't there anymore. Many men blame this on age, marriage fatigue, or lifestyle changes, but in reality, it's often biochemical. Low testosterone impacts brain chemistry, reducing dopamine levels, and muting your emotional and physical responsiveness to arousal. Without testosterone, the brain simply doesn't send strong enough signals to feel that internal pull toward intimacy. It's not about willpower, it's about biology. Ignoring this shift has long-term consequences. Low libido doesn't just affect sexual health, it impacts self-esteem, relationships, and overall emotional well-being. It can create tension with partners or lead to feelings of inadequacy and frustration. Worse, some men internalize it as personal failure, when in truth it's a hormone issue that can be measured and treated. The good news is that sexual desire can return. With proper blood work, lifestyle changes like resistance training, improved sleep, healthy fats, and stress management. Testosterone levels can often be restored naturally. In more advanced cases, medical hormone support may be appropriate. If your desire is fading, don't accept it as your new normal. Libido isn't something you outgrow. It's something your body fights to hold on to. The key is listening early and acting smart. Your body still remembers what desire feels like. It just needs the right conditions to awaken it again. Number 6. Erectile dysfunction. Difficulty achieving or maintaining an erection. One of the most alarming and common signs of declining testosterone in men over 60 is erectile dysfunction. Specifically, difficulty achieving or maintaining a firm erection. This isn't just a bedroom inconvenience. It's a biological warning that your body's hormonal, circulatory, and nervous systems are not functioning at full capacity. Testosterone is the key hormone that supports sexual arousal, blood flow to the penis, and the ability to stay erect. When levels drop, that entire system begins to weaken. If you're noticing that erections take longer to happen, aren't as hard as they used to be, or fade quickly before or during the act, that's not just aging, it's a sign of low testosterone. Healthy levels of this hormone ensure that blood vessels dilate fully, the nervous system sends proper signals, and the brain is engaged. Without enough testosterone, arousal signals weaken, blood flow becomes restricted, and maintaining firmness becomes a physical struggle. Many men try to ignore the problem or push through it, hoping it's just temporary. Some even try to fix it with more stimulation, new routines, or visual aids. But when testosterone is the root issue, external tricks won't work for long. You may experience partial erections or find it impossible to sustain one long enough for intimacy. This creates a frustrating cycle of anticipation and disappointment that slowly chips away at confidence. It's also worth noting that erectile issues aren't always about the penis. They often indicate deeper health problems. Low testosterone is linked to poor circulation, high blood pressure, obesity, and even early signs of cardiovascular disease. That's why erectile dysfunction should never be ignored or treated as an isolated issue. It's one of the body's earliest warning signs that something more serious is developing internally. Men often feel ashamed, but this is not a character flaw. It's chemistry, and chemistry can be corrected. A simple hormone test can determine if testosterone is behind the problem. If confirmed, there are options: exercise, sleep regulation, stress reduction, and in some cases, testosterone therapy can help restore erectile strength and performance. If you're having difficulty staying hard or even getting there in the first place, take action now. Don't wait until the issue becomes chronic. Your body is asking for support, not shame. With the right approach, you can restore performance, regain confidence, and return to a sex life that feels natural and fulfilling, even well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Number 7, short solution. If you're over 60 and recognizing the signs of low testosterone, slower orgasms, weaker erections, fatigue after climax, and fading desire, it's time to act. The good news is there are clear, effective steps you can take right now to improve your hormonal health and regain your vitality. You don't need to guess. You don't have to accept this decline as inevitable. The first and most important step is getting your testosterone levels checked with a simple blood test. This gives you a clear picture of where your body stands and helps guide the right solution. Next, focus on lifestyle adjustments that support natural testosterone production. Strength training is one of the most effective tools, especially compound exercises like squats, push-ups, and resistance bands. Just 20 to 30 minutes a few times a week can boost hormone levels, improve circulation, and increase energy. Sleep is another critical factor. Deep, uninterrupted sleep, especially during the first half of the night, is when your body produces most of its testosterone. Aim for 7 to 8 hours and maintain a consistent bedtime. Diet also plays a direct role. Cut down on sugar, processed carbs, and alcohol, all of which suppress testosterone. Replace them with healthy fats from eggs, avocado, olive oil, and nuts. Prioritize protein, leafy greens, and foods rich in zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. These are essential nutrients for hormone regulation. Hydration is just as important. Dehydration can stress the body and lower testosterone. Aim to drink at least 1.5 to 2 liters of water daily, especially if you're sexually active. Managing stress is another overlooked key. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which directly suppresses testosterone. Daily practices like deep breathing, short walks, or meditation, even for 10 minutes, can help regulate your nervous system and protect hormonal balance. If lifestyle changes aren't enough, consult a men's health specialist. In some cases, testosterone replacement therapy, TRT, or targeted supplements may be appropriate, but these should always be done under medical supervision, never self-diagnosed. Most importantly, listen to your body. These signs are not random. They're messages. By taking small, consistent steps, you can reverse many of the negative effects of testosterone loss. Regaining strength, sexual function, and energy isn't out of reach. It just takes awareness and the right actions. Start now. The sooner you respond, the faster your body can rebuild and support you in living stronger, longer, and more confidently. Testosterone is the fire that fuels a man's strength, drive, and vitality. Don't let that fire quietly fade without a fight. Every moment of fatigue, every weak response, every shift in desire, these are not just signs of age. They are signals from your body, asking you to pay attention. Listen carefully, especially after those private moments. Your body always speaks. The question is, are you listening? If this video spoke to you, leave a comment below. I'm ready to reclaim my masculine power. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more honest, practical, and empowering health advice for men over 60. Your next chapter of strength starts now.